Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 14 in season number 5 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We are here at the Pocono Raceway for the Herr's Live Life with Flavor 400, and it is the 14th race of the season. Only 3 more races until the chase begins, and a lot of guys starting up front in this race who need to get wins to make it into the chase. But first off, I'd like to announce that we have one of the drivers in the series with us here today, and his name is Dan Smith Jr., and he's going to be co-commentating with us. I think this is the first time the Chick-fil-A Cup Series has ever had a co-commentator. I've had a co-commentator once before in 2 races, but got Dan Smith Jr. here. Of course, he's not in the race today, so that's why he can be up here.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you're just sitting there, you're not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
We're all
that.
ready for you, okay. I'm not sure how well you can hear him, but he's there, and he's ready to get this one started, and so are we. Let's go ahead and get these guys to roll off here at Pocono. 24 laps of action, and it's the Season 2 champion, Jesse Turner, starting on the pole position. Remember the race on Wednesday at Daytona. Jesse Turner was leading at, well, it wasn't at the white flag. It was a 23-lap race that should have been 24 laps, but it ended in a caution there. But Turner was leading late in that race, and I just forgot to accelerate, so hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, now we're ready to roll here. I did not accelerate it. That's very rare for me to do. But anyways, let's go ahead and get the starting lineup. It's going to roll on the bottom of your screen right there, and we should get the whole starting lineup to roll on the bottom of the screen because this is a 2.5-mile racetrack, and it's going to take a while for these guys to get around here before we get the green flag. Jesse Turner and Matt Tuck start on the front row for this one. Both of those guys need wins if they want to make it into the chase. We have Cody Smart and defending champion of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, Matt Dalio, in row number 2. Charlotte winner Stuart Gratton alongside Max Newworth in row number 3. We got Eric Allmanhart and Ben Clark, part-time driver Ben Clark. As a matter of fact, Max Newworth is also a part-time driver. Got a few part-time drivers up front here today. We've also got one in the booth as well. We got Griffin Lynn in the 38 alongside Cameron Gaju. That's the top 10 starting positions here today at Pocono. Ryan Madden and Tyler Selzman in row number 6. John Andrews and Aiden Shepard in row number 7. We got Alex Bonsignor and Christian Master in row number 8. Michael DeFeo and Season 3 champion Cameron Garlington in row number 9. Josh Crash and Zachary Fitzwater in row 10. That's the top 20 starting positions here for the Herr's Live Life with Flavor 400 at the Pocono Raceway. And since we have time, do you have anything to say about this race? Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know, but it's really awesome to see that we have some part-time drivers in the front. It's always great to see that.
We have had a lot, and especially you.
Yeah.
I think of all the part-time drivers this season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, I'm pretty sure that you are leading in the points of all those guys. You've been doing a really good job in the number 35, but you're not in this race, but it's pretty cool to be up here.
Yeah,
it's not really up here. I don't really like treating this as like a real race. I like treating it as the game, but hey, you know what? It's okay to have some fun sometimes, right?
Yeah, it's always great to be next to you. It's not up here or down here.
Yeah. We're right next to the computer. But this is like one of the first races I think I've ever done not in my own home. So that's an interesting fact there. So we're making history today. And we'll see if we make history in this race. Jesse Turner has not won a race since season number 2 at Dover. It's been over 3 full seasons since the Season 2 champion has won. We'll see what he does here today. We're green flag racing at Pocono.
We got a good start.
There goes Stuart Gratton, 3 wide for 3rd. He has been riding a lot of momentum after that Charlotte win a few weeks ago. He's coming close to these guys here. They're almost going 4 wide, but they're going to keep it at 3 wide. Stuart Gratton to the inside of Matt Dalio and Cody Smart. And he's going to get a run to the inside of Matt Tuck for 2nd. This guy is now 2nd in the point standings. He has gotten a lot of fantastic finishes so far, and it looks like he's going to get another one here today. But it's Jesse Turner in the 43 leading the field. Make sure nobody is crashing. We're all good here at Pocono. So it's Jesse Turner starting to pull away a little bit here from the 47 of Stuart Gratton. Matt Tuck trying to get back around the 47. He's not going to be able to do it quite yet. Gratton's going to get the run on the outside and remain in 2nd place for now. Jesse Turner leads the first lap of action here at Pocono.
It's great to see them spreading out a little bit after that corner. It's always tough. So
Yes, yeah, this track, of course I'm going to give it away for you. But in the truck race yesterday, we had a caution on the first lap. But that was the only caution in that race. Matt Dallio was involved in that one. He's running up here in the 88. But it is good to see these guys spread out. The more they spread out, the less likely it is that they'll crash. But still, we'll probably end up with a crash at some point throughout this race. Saw a lot of guys overshoot the tunnel turn and hit the outside wall exiting turn number 2. You might see it again here. I said you might see it, but you didn't. They all seem to avoid it there. Stuart Gratton trying to close up to Jesse Turner for the lead. Not able to do it quite yet. Matt Tuck running in 3rd place, and part-time driver Ben Clark running in 4th. Ben Clark got a good finish at Atlanta, but since then, and it really hasn't been that good of a season for the number 55.
He seems to be doing pretty well today.
Yeah, but you never know what can happen in these races. There goes Stuart Gratton trying to get to the inside of Jesse Turner for the lead. He's not going to be able to do it. Matt Tuck might get a run on the 47, though. He got a good turn 1 there. Jesse Turner continues to lead. Turner was leading at the white flag in yesterday's truck race, but lost it at the end to Jack Porkins in that one. And he's come so close to winning these races so many times, but he just hasn't gotten one. But it looks like he might have a good shot here today, holding everybody off here at Pocono. Here comes Matt Tuck trying to get to the inside of Stuart Gratton. He might get the run this time, but the outside lane exiting turn 3 can sometimes work pretty well. But I think the 78 is going to get that inside to work, and Matt Tuck's going to take 2nd here at Pocono.
Yeah, Tuck had such a great momentum coming off of turn 3. Pulled it right out.
Yep. Ben Clark in the 55's going to take the whole Matt Tuck. Kind of dug there into the inside of Stuart Gratton, and he's going to take 3rd place. Here comes Cody Smart for 5th on Matt Dallio. Just seeing that these guys have figured this racetrack out pretty well. We do have 3 wide here. You might want to watch for that. Of course, in the truck race yesterday, we crashed when we were going 4 wide. We're going to fan it back down to 2 wide, and these guys really seem to know how to handle this racetrack. But you never know when you can end up with a crash here at Pocono. It can happen at any time. Trey Bartow in the 4 does appear to have a problem. It's going considerably slower than the rest of the field here. And you can see the leader behind him.
That doesn't bring out a caution.
It might. You never know. These guys usually get around the lap traffic pretty well if they're going slow. But we don't really see lap traffic. Of course, this is the first time we've used the older version of Pocono. Past few seasons we've used the newer version of this racetrack, but there really wasn't much passing in that one. We're not really getting much passing in this one, probably because I toned it down a little too much. But still, we came back. We're going to the old version here for this race, just to kind of spice it up a little bit, get better racing compared to the 2012 version of this racetrack. Matt Tuck trying to close up to the 43. And looks like the draft might be coming into play. These guys are single file here. If they stay single file like that, they'll definitely close up the Turner here for the lead. These guys are probably going to catch up to Trey Bartow before the first set of green flag pit stops. The way this thing is looking, it does not look like we're going to end up with a caution here. And it does appear that we will have green flag pit stops later on in this race. Of course, there's still 2 wide back in here. And you never know when one of those 2 wide situations could become a 3 wide situation. But it is still the number 43 of Jesse Turner trying to win his first race in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series since Season 2 at Dover. And that was a long time ago.
Doing pretty well today.
Yes, he is.
Faded out behind him. The draft is getting away.
Not quite, though. Here comes Matt Tuck in the 78, getting a draft on the 43 and closing up for the lead. This is Matt Tuck's 2nd season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. And he really hasn't even come close to winning a race before, but he's definitely a guy I know who wants to get a win and get into the chase. But Jesse Turner also wants to get a win and get into the chase. It's been a long time for this guy, and Matt Tuck's never done it before. So got a couple of guys up front here trying to make their way into the chase. Now, if Ben Clark were to win this race, remember Marty Johnson won at Darlington earlier this season. If Ben Clark were to win this race, that would guarantee that 4 drivers would make it into the chase on points alone, because Ben Clark is a part-time driver. And you know the whole Pokemon Go craze? Dan Smith Jr. up here in the booth is playing it while we're recording the race. I didn't get into that, okay? I did not get into that. Matt Tuck's going to get to the inside of Jesse Turner for the lead. Ben Clark's going to try to get to the inside of the 43 as well. Matt Tuck trying to get it on the inside. Looks like he's going to be able to do it through turn number 3. So Matt Tuck's going to take the lead on lap 7 of 24. And we got ourselves a new leader here in the Herr's Live Life with Flavor 400 at Pocono.
That inside lane is looking pretty good right now.
We saw after the first caution in the truck race yesterday, the outside lane won the race back to the line. It was a really close race back to the line. And, of course, those were trucks. Got a lot more downforce on those trucks than these Cup cars do, so I think these guys get that inside lane to work a lot better than the trucks. Jesse Turner's going to try to take the lead back from the 78 here. And the 43 is going to be able to get it through turn 2, but Matt Tuck might get the run on the outside here. And they're going to be side by side in between turn 2 and 3. Ben Clark is running in 3rd place right now. And he's going to look to the inside of the 78 as Turner takes the lead back from Matt Tuck. It looks like Trey Bartow has gotten speed back in his race car, so I don't think these guys are going to catch up to him, which is a good thing. But still, he might be a factor in this race if once we get the green flag pit stop, because I really doubt we're going to get a caution here. It doesn't look like we're going to get one. But it's possible we might get one after the pit stops if they're trying to come off the pit road. Then again, this is an original racetrack, and the original racetracks are built really well. You don't really have many of those glitches or anything like that that mess with the racing. So that's why I used the original version of Pocono for this race here today. Matt Tuck trying to get the outside lane to work on Ben Clark. He might be able to do it, but the 55 is going to be able to get the run. Road America winner Tyler Selzman's here in the 19, running in 4th, and Cody Smart's right behind him in the 21. And it does appear, I think some of these guys are trying to come in. See some guys slow there on the inside. So the first set of pit stops, Jesse Turner's going to come in. A lot of other guys behind him here on lap 9 of 24. So this will be a 2-stop race here at Pocono. Remember the Kentucky race a couple days ago? That was a 1-stop race for winner John Arndt in that one.
It seems like half the field came in that lap.
I think it was more than half. Yeah, it was well more than half. So we got, only 6 guys there stayed out. That's Aiden Shepard, Stuart Gratton, Michael DeFeo, Alex Bonsignor, Nicholas Amadio, and Daytona 500 winner Josh Alexander in the 34. Stuart Gratton and Josh Alexander are already in the chase, so they really don't have much to lose, but guys like Aiden Shepard, Michael DeFeo, Alex Bonsignor, and even Nicholas Amadio. Now, Amadio can make it into the chase on points if he gets a lot of good runs here before the chase begins. But a win would solidify a spot into the chase, and I think that's what a lot of these guys are trying to do here with staying out an extra lap. But then again, it's not like Kentucky where John Arndt was able to stretch to the end without coming in again on one stop there. These guys are definitely going to have to make another stop along with the guys who came in the first time. So it's going to be a 2-stop race for everybody, so not really much is going to happen for those guys who stayed out an extra lap compared to these guys here. And it does appear that part-time driver Ben Clark won the race off of the pit road. And like I said, if Ben Clark were to win, that would solidify 4 drivers who would make it into the chase on points alone. 4 drivers. And that's quite a bit. I think it's usually about 3 drivers who make it into the chase on points alone. But it's possible we can end up with 4 guys making it into the chase on points alone.
That just shows you how consistency of finishing pretty well will get you into the chase.
Exactly. And of course, when it comes to real NASCAR, really isn't the case that much, especially when you get later on into the summer. But here we have a 16-race regular season and 16 drivers who make it into the chase. So we don't have all these extra races where the same guys keep on winning that don't really mean anything. It's usually how mid to late summer is for real NASCAR, but here every single race counts. All the ratings are equal for everybody here in this race, and because of that, get a lot of guys to win and get into the chase and not have a lot of these races where we get multiple winners. But still, we end up with a lot of guys who make it into the chase on points alone. And guys like Nicholas Amadio looking pretty good in this race. He's looking to make it into the chase on points alone. I talked way too much about that one. Jesse Turner has come to the lead once again as he passed Ben Clark. But Clark's going to look to the inside once again. Next time by, it's going to be halfway. Somebody's blowing up. It's Max Neuwirth in the 93. And he might not get back before a caution comes out for this one. If he gets stopped on the racetrack, then a caution will come out. But if he stays on the apron or on the grass in this case, then even if he does stop, the caution might not come out. But it doesn't look like he's going to get back to the pit road. I don't know if a caution's going to come out for this one or not. If he stops on the racetrack just a little bit, it will. He stopped, and the lights are not coming on, so it looks like this 93 is going to teleport to the pit road, and we're going to stay green. You see Trey Bartow here in the 4. He just finished making his first pit stop. And here's an interesting thing. Well, actually, you know what? He's not going to be able to make it to the end because he'll definitely have to make another stop before this thing is done. You can't go 12 laps without making a pit stop here at Pocono. Anyways, Ben Clark back up front. We got a pretty good group here for the lead. Cody Smart running second, Aiden Shepard, Tyler Selzman, and Jesse Turner's going to fall back to 5th place. Matt Tuck running in 6th. Nicholas Samadio, Christian Master, the 47 of Stuart Gratton, and Michael DeFeo round out the top 10. And I guess that 1%, I had it set at 105% for the truck race yesterday, and we had a crash. But I toned it down to 104% for this race, and it looks like that 1% is enough to avoid a caution in this race. But hey, we still got halfway to go in this one, and you never know when we might end up with a crash here at Pocono. But it's looking like these guys are racing it pretty well, and I think we'll be good to go here in this race.
Yeah, this racetrack is so long and so hard on these engines. It's hard to see that car blow up a while back. Hopefully we don't see that again, but they're racing pretty fast, pretty smart now.
Yep, they definitely are doing a good job. Then again, we got this 3 wide back in here. Tyler Selzman in between Matt Tuck and Jesse Turner. No, Selzman's going to get behind the 43, and they're going to go 2 wide through the tunnel turn. It's through the tunnel turn. You don't want to go 3 wide through the tunnel turn. That's a really fast corner, and sometimes you can slide up the racetrack, and when you got 2 cars to the outside of you, you don't really have room to slide up. But still, any of these guys can get this win, especially if you're running in the top 10. But we got ourselves 3 rookies running up front. Ben Clark, Cody Smart, and Aiden Shepard, the top 3. Then it's Jesse Turner, Matt Tuck, Tyler Selzman, Christian Master, Stuart Gratton, Michael LaFeo, and Nicholas Samadio. Same drivers in the top 10, but in a different order. These guys trying to close up to the lead pack of 3 cars here. You got Ben Clark, Cody Smart, and Aiden Shepard. Jesse Turner running 4th, trying to close up to these guys. Matt Tuck right behind him in the 78.
Seems like Ben Clark's pulling away a little bit. We're coming up on him now.
Yep.
The drift's really working.
It's kind of hard to pull away at tracks like this. Got Ben Clark trying to pull away from the rest of the field. But you see Jesse Turner, he's closing up to the 3 of Aiden Shepard here. And he's using the draft, but Cody Smart's trying to get around the 55, but then again, there goes Aiden Shepard to the inside for 2nd, try to get to him here. That's going to slow the momentum down for 2nd place, and Ben Clark's going to be able to pull away a little bit more because of this side-by-side battle. The side draft affecting those 2 guys there, slowing them down a bit. That's going to allow the 43 of Jesse Turner to close up, I think. Look at these guys. Most of them are single file, and when you go single file, you get a lot more speed than when you're going double file like these guys here. But then again, they're not falling off the 55 that much. And then again, of course, all the ratings are equal for these guys, so they're going to be all running about the same speeds. It just kind of matters where you start and how well you pass and what lines you get.
Again, we can see that inside lane's really pulling off. They really can pass that corner there.
But then again, you got Jesse Turner. He was on the outside. He didn't really get on the run on the outside. Inside lane does seem to be working pretty well through turn number 3. But through turns 1 and turns 2, we're going to see Aiden Shepard here. I think he's... No, he's not. Maybe he is. I don't know. I think he's going to try to get a run, but he can't do it. It does not seem like these guys can get the run on the outside. But then again, the tires are a little bit worn here. And it's been a while since we've had our first set of pit stops. A lot of these guys might be coming in here in the next couple of laps. And it's going to be interesting to see how that shakes things up. But then again, when the tires are wearing down, it's harder to make the outside lane work. And that goes for pretty much every racetrack we go to here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Ben Clark on the inside. Cody Smart right behind him. Matt Tuck looking for third underneath the 3. The 21 and the 55 are pulling away. Now the 21 of Cody Smart's a full-time driver, and he's got a win right in front of him. But if Ben Clark wins, Ben Clark's not going to make it into the chase because he's a part-time driver. Now, if Nicholas Samadia doesn't get this win, Samadia would want Ben Clark to win because Samadia is one of those guys who's up there in the points, and he can make it into the chase on points alone. But still, I think that 13 would like to get a win. And he's got a good shot at doing it. He's in this lead draft, and he might get up to the front before this thing is done. Cody Smart trying to get to the inside of Ben Clark, but Clark got the outside lane to work that time. Then again, these guys might be coming in here. Aiden Shepard did stay out a lap extra from the rest of the guys he's racing with in this pack, with the exception of Nicholas Samadio. Samadio also stayed out, and I think Michael DeFeo did as well. So we got 3 guys in this pack who stayed out a lap extra compared to the other guys. Ben Clark continues to lead in the 55, and we have ourselves 6 laps to go here in the Herr's Live Life with Flavor 400 at Pocono. Will the part-time driver get it done, or will it be somebody behind him getting their way into the chase? Now, if Stuart Grattan wins, then we would at least get 4 drivers as well into the chase on points alone, because he's already won this season. Same goes for Tyler Salzman back in here in the 19. Those guys have won already this season, and if they were to win here today, you would get at least 4 guys to make it into the chase on points alone. I've been talking about that way too much in this race, but still, again, it's an important thing, you know? I mean, the chase is coming up here, and if you're going to make it into the chase, you got to be pretty consistent. Anyways, pit stops are beginning for the second time in this race. This will be the last set of pit stops here at Pocono. Ben Clark is the leader, but it's now Aiden Shepard who's out front as he stays out an extra lap compared to the rest of the guys. Stuart Grattan staying out, so is the 13 of Nicholas Samadio. I forgot that Grattan stayed out that last time. But he stayed out an extra lap on the first run of pit stops, and he's running second right now. Of course, these guys are going to come in next time by. Michael DeFeo with 4th place right now. You got Bonxinor, Matt Dalio, Josh Alexander. Those are the only guys who stayed out on this run. Ben Clark's going to win the race off of the pit road, but Cody Smart's not too far behind him. How about Christian Naster? He's won here before at Pocono. And he got 3rd off of the pit road there. He was a little bit farther back when they came in, but he's now up to 3rd place in the number 14. With the rest of these guys coming in now, we'll see where they come out in relation to the leaders. But we're going to follow here with Ben Clark in the number 55. Looking to get his first win in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Cody Smart's right behind him, though, trying to do the same. Neither of these guys have won in this series before, and they got a great opportunity at doing so here today. But they're going rather slow through the corner there. The caution isn't out. I really don't know why, but Ben Clark and Cody Smart were going like 130 through turn 3 there. I really don't understand why they were doing that. Remember the 2012 version that we were using, they were going pretty slow there because I modified it for that purpose, to make the racing good and all that. I didn't modify this racetrack except for the amount of laps. But I really don't understand what happened there to the 55, but because of that, he just lost the lead to Aiden Shepard in the 3, but here comes Nicholas Samadio in the 13. He's going to take the lead away from Aiden Shepard. With now, let me see, that would be 3.5 laps to go in this race. I can't think today. I don't really get it. Anyways, Nicholas Samadio out front in the 13. Will he be able to get the win? Ben Clark's up to 2nd. These guys' tires are a little warmer than Samadio's and Shepard's, and because of that, I think these guys might have an advantage, but we're just going to have to see. These guys have spread out quite a bit, and I think the winner is going to be one of these 4 guys between Samadio, Ben Clark, Cody Smart, and Aiden Shepard.
You never know. Can't count anybody out. They're breaking away.
You got Stuart Grattan here. He's running 5th. You know, he's good. He's been doing very good in these last few races here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, up to 2nd in the points. And quite possibly he might take the points lead at the end of the day if he finishes where he is right now. But we're going to focus on the lead here. If Nicholas Amadio gets this win, he's in the chase for Season 5 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But Ben Clark's a part-time driver. He's only racing to win. He's not in the championship race, and he definitely wants to get this win and a limited opportunity for this 55.
Still running out of time, though. We got to keep an eye on.
2 laps to go here at Pocono. Nicholas Amadio out front in the 13. Let's not count out Cody Smarter, Aiden Shepard. They're right behind this 13 in the 55. But Amadio, he's kind of running a middle lane there. Trying to get a short way around the racetrack, but also trying to get the run off the corner. And he pulled away there from Ben Clark. Cody Smart's going to try for second on the 55. Will he be able to get to the inside of him? I think he will. Heading into turn number 2, Cody Smart's going to take second from the 55 of Ben Clark. And that's good news for Nicholas Amadio as they go side by side behind him. He's going to be able to pull away a little bit. And next time by, it's the white flag here in the Herr's Live Life with Flavor 400 at Pocono. Nicholas Amadio, the Season 2 Daytona 500 champion, and one of the most thrilling finishes we ever had in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, takes the white flag here at Pocono.
1 more to go.
Amadio has a 3/4 of a second lead ahead of second place. And that might be enough to get this win. But Cody Smart's going to try to close up to him. Remember the truck race yesterday? It didn't seem like Jack Porkins was going to get to Jesse Turner, but he did, exiting turn 2. You never know when you can make a mistake here at Pocono. Remember Road America. Griffin Lynn was leading the end of that race on the final lap, but he overshot the carousel and lost the race to Tyler Selsman. But I think Nicholas Amadio's got this one in the bag through turn number 3. Nicholas Amadio trying to get his 3rd career win. I think it'll be his 3rd career win in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Exiting turn 3 in a caution-free race. Nicholas Amadio's going to win the Herr's Live Life with Flavor 400. He's going to be in the chase for Season 5 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He gets the victory here at Pocono. Cody Smart with a 2nd place finish in the number 21. Aiden Shepard got 3rd. And the 55 of Ben Clark was running in the lead most of this race near the end. He's going to finish 4th. Stuart Gratton rounds out the top 5 in another impressive finish for that race team. But it's Nicholas Amadio who's going to go to victory lane and go to the chase for Season 5 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series with this win here at the Pocono Raceway. And the official standings right there. Take a look at them there. I'll let you read them if you can do that.
Yeah, we got 1st place, Nicholas Amadio. Number 2, Cody Smarts. Alan Shepard, Ben Clark, Stuart Gratton, Seamaster, Matt Tuck, Michael Defoe, and Alex Bowman, Noah Cars.
I apologize for that one.
Very sorry.
I can probably know 4 mistakes there. It's Nicholas Amadio, Aiden Shepard, not Alex Shepard, Christian Master. You said Alex Bowman. It's Alex Bonsignor. But hey, not too bad, not too bad. You don't know the names like I do. Anyways, the official standings right there. Take a look at the rest of the results. Larry Ike, our last winner here, he had a problem, but no worries for him. He's already in the chase with that win he had at Daytona. It's not yesterday. It's the day I'm recording this race. It was today, but it wasn't yesterday for you guys. Today's Friday for you guys watching it right now. That race was Wednesday. That was 2 days ago. But Max North also had a problem in the 93, but another caution-free race here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But Nicholas Amadio gets the victory, and he's on to the chase here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series season number 5. So thank you guys very much for watching. Here are the points for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and that is it for me. So congratulations to Nicholas Amadio for getting the win, and I will see you guys later.
See you later.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see you guys later.
You help me hold on.